ये गाड़ी क्या से 8.5 लाख रुपए।
इससे अच्छी तो Z800 ले लेता हूँ।
इससे अच्छी तो बेनेली 600 है, दो भी 4 सिलेंडर है।
छोटी दिख रही है उस्ताद,
लुक भी उतना खास नहीं है।
साउंड भी उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है।
Hi everyone, Zohair here. Today we are here for the test ride of the next most controversial thing after the porn ban in India. That was pun intended, but still, this is Sandeep. Hi man, and he'll be guiding me with the test ride. So let's just go ahead. So, first impressions, very refined engine. It's very silent. Silent as in it's very smooth kind of tone, very light clutch. And this is a 650cc 85 bhp sport tourer basically, but the handlebars are not as high as the Ninja 650. They're very quite laid back like the CBR 250. So it's sporty as well as comfortable. And boy oh boy, the gearbox is silk. The low end torque is amazing, unlike the Benelli 600. I'm told we have to take a left towards Musapet Road. Fuck, this thing is going along beautifully even in second and third gear. Whew. So let's go ahead and put her through the paces and see if fuck, this thing can smoke a Benelli 600 up and down, seriously. Refined, beautiful engine, excellent brakes, it comes with ABS. Mirrors have really good visibility, and boy, this thing is a fucking joy to ride. Whew. The torque is surreal for a 600 inline 4. This is the most torquiest 600 inline 4 I have ridden to date. These super sports don't have much torque. The Benelli is devoid of torque, but this thing is, we are currently in what, third, fourth gear at 40, and it's smooth like you're on a spaceship. Even the whole, no wind blast, I wouldn't gone that fast, but still beautiful. Now I know people talk so much about Honda's refinement. Now I know why Honda is deemed to be such a refined motorcycle, because this thing is refined. It sounds sweet. So let's put her through the paces once more. I'm finding hard to find a drawback with this bike. I'll just turn it back. first things, the service. I want to thank everyone at the service center because the service they're giving is absolutely amazing. I mean, they're treating the customers really well, which was much required, as Honda was not so good with their customer service here. Not quite well known for the customer service here. Beautiful bike, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bike. I mean, absolutely. People said this is overpriced, but fuck that, seriously. If you have 8 lakhs, just go ahead, pick this thing up. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I am wanting to stop, but the service guys are just telling me to. Even when you're redlining, this thing is not giving up on its power. The power band is linear yet explosive. I mean, this thing can easily give you a little bit of that Daytona CBR600 kind of feel. Beautiful engine, seriously beautiful engine. I'm gonna have to take a U-turn. So I didn't really insist for, coming alone. These people said, it's compulsory for someone to sit behind me from the service center. And I don't really have a problem with that. Even with doubles, this thing is pulling beautifully. Gearbox is silky smooth. Now I know why Hondas are Hondas, man. Seriously. This thing is the sweetest 600 inline 4 I have ever ridden. Seriously. The torque is surreal. I mean, 600 inline 4s are generally devoid of torque. And when it comes to the Indian market, Benelli 600 is the only, apart from Daytona, but Daytona is a super sport, so Benelli is devoid of torque. Daytona has good torque because it's a triple. This thing is inline 4 and it has amazing torque. It can trundle on 4th gear, no problems even at 60. I'm in love with this bike. Seriously. The sitting posture, the seat height is amazing. It's quite low, not a little bit taller than my ER6N, but very, very comfortable. And the handlebars are just almost like the CBR250, not so upright, not so laid down. You can easily cruise on this thing. Wind blast is out of the question. Fuck, it's really hard to find fault with this bike. What more can I say? The shocks are amazing. They're absorbing the potholes with zero trouble. It's good around the corners. I've done one or two corners, as you've seen. I have a pillion with me, so I have to be a less hardcore. I'm in love with this motorcycle. Honestly, there's not one fault I could find with this bike. Nothing. The brakes, the clutch, the engine, the build quality is fuck. It's built like a tank. Seriously, no gaps in the plastics. Paint quality is beautiful. The gear shifts are seamless. I mean, come on, Indian people, what more do you want in 8 lakhs? This thing is absolute value for money. Even if it's a little bit high priced, as some might seem, that people are comparing this to the Z800, man. What the fuck? Z800 and this bike, the only thing they have in common is the price tag somewhat. That's a heavy ass street fighter. This is a proper sports tourer. And I love this over the Ninja 650 because the seating is, you kind of get that sporty feel too, because it's not that straight handlebar. These are clip-ons actually. And the Honda guys have a seriously awesome test drive track where you can experience the bike. They have a beautiful lake too, gets you in the mood. Just kidding. The Honda guy must be holding on for his dear life. I'm going a bit easy on him. Fuck, this bike is beautiful, man. I might actually consider this as my next bike. Seriously, for 8 lakhs, fuck, this thing is savage. Yeah, the sound is a little bit less, but it's very, very refined. And I'm sure aftermarket slip-on is going to fix that. It doesn't heat up as much too. In fact, it's not heating up at all. I haven't ridden it much in traffic, but there's no heat from the engine as of now. It's comfortable. You can use it as a daily bike. It has an underbelly exhaust. Ground clearance is a bit of an issue, but that's the same issue with the ER6N and the Ninja 650, so that's fine. I won't be going batshit crazy in the traffic, as it is a showroom test ride bike. But I can tell this thing can be really flickable in traffic. Even in 4th gear, ooh, I'm in love, seriously. It's after a long while I've ridden such a practical bike. It has the 4-cylinder feel, it has the sound, it has the torque, it has the power. I'm pretty sure this thing can touch 250 at least. I'm pretty sure. The way it's pulling, I mean, it's beautifully smooth. And the seat height is pretty good. For beginner riders also, it's a very good bike. And for people who want to upgrade, say I could easily upgrade from an ER600 to this. I know it's a 600, but it feels very powerful. And it's practical for our Indian conditions. You can tour on it, you can use it in the city. You can even go to the track on this. It comes with Dunlop tires, which give you really good grip even in the wet. The same tires which I have on my ER6N, the Dunlop Road Smart, but it's 180/55 and 120. The front is the same, but the rear is 180/55 on this one. Not to mention, Honda has a separate service center for this, and they give you a Wi-Fi lounge and CBR650 specific accessories over there, and the mechanics are different and they're trained. All in all, it's an amazing bike, amazing service backup. I'm really finding it hard to find a problem with this bike. You want me to take it inside, or it's inside? So guys, that's that for my first ride and review of the Honda CBR650 in India. The sari guard is ugly, but that can be removed. The exhaust is underbelly, as you can see here. Beautifully built bike, beautifully built. Seriously, I do not have any complaints with this bike. If you have the money, go book it, pick it up immediately. Thank you. See you all. Bye bye.